Today we have an incredible guest, Eric Crutchfield, a multi-figure entrepreneur, real estate developer, and coach.
I was sitting in prison and I was like, man, fuck, I cannot do this shit anymore. And so I just read a shitload of real estate books, got out, took off running.
In 2019, Eric walked out of prison with nothing to his name but his freedom and a second chance.
I bought one house to flip. I made $53,000. I was probably out of prison 4 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Made $53,000. I bought another house to flip, turned into new construction, and I ended up making about $500,000 off.
Fast forward, using 5 years, and he's now building and selling a custom homes for millions of dollars.
So in my industry, custom homes are homes that you build for a client. Spec homes are homes that you build and put on the market to sell.
Making 7-figure profit per deal. In today's episode, Eric will break down exactly how he transformed his life, overcame massive obstacles, and built a thriving real estate empire. If you're looking for inspiration, strategies, and the mindset needed to turn nothing into something big, stay tuned to find out how he did it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Valley Talks. Today we have my man Eric. Welcome, my brother. And if you could start with a little introduction about yourself, of who you are and what do you do?
My name is Eric Crutchfield from Dallas, Texas, and I'm a real estate developer, man. I build pretty dope modern homes for multi-millions of dollars. I make 6 to 7 figure profits on each deal.
Oh, damn. And so how long you been doing that for?
Been doing it about 5 years. Yeah, before that I was in prison for a while, about 7.5 years.
Man, but that didn't set you back. That actually set you apart. What did you do in prison that got you to this point? Because I bet you weren't like just like other guys, like just fucking around. You probably were like reading books or something in your mind was different than now you're in this level in your life.
Yeah, just I was sitting in prison and I was like, man, fuck, I cannot do this shit anymore. And so I just read a shitload of real estate books, got out, took off running.
So once you got out, you started real estate right away.
Yep, I bought one house to flip. I made $53,000. I was probably out of prison 4 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Made $53,000. I bought another house to flip, turned into new construction, and I ended up making about $500,000 off.
So you demolished the house and built a whole new one, and that's how you started developing, huh?
Yep, that's how I started.
Wow. So everything started from flipping and now develops.
Yeah, I noticed that where the money is in new construction, so I doubled down on new construction, and here we go.
Like what, custom house?
Yeah, they're spec homes.
Spec homes.
So my industry, custom homes are homes that you build for a client. Spec homes are homes that you build and put on the market to sell.
Oh, man. And so do you have any previous personal development or any type of, how do you switch your mindset from, being in prison where, you see all these people that they are failures? And how do you separate yourself from not feeling like a failure when you're around them every single day? How do you do that?
Yeah, prison's full of losers, failures, and you just have to stick to yourself, man. I read a lot of self-development books, and that kind of got me thinking and just focusing on myself. So I was by myself most of the time.
You know why I ask you that? Because when I was going to school, I was feeling like it was prison. I'm sitting down with a bunch of failures that they all think like, oh, we're going to make it out of here. Nobody will if you don't go in another path. Exactly. And so that's why, like, that was my question. And so
you got to be the contrarian,
Yeah, they teach you how to consume. They teach you to be a consumer, just like everybody else. And if you don't become a creator, you're just gonna be like everybody else.
Yeah, they want to create the masses because that's what is best for the government, best for them. But I want to be solo over here, I don't want to follow. I want to be a leader on my own. So that's what I do. No,
totally. And so if you could tell me right before the jail and all that, like, what were you doing? What were you doing back then?
Yeah, I don't have any construction experience. I had zero construction experience. So I just read some real estate books, got out, tried it, did a flip, made some money, did new construction, made a lot of money.
So you never did anything about real estate, construction, development, nothing before
nothing. I was a personal trainer and I sold drugs.
Personal training.
Yeah.
I see. And do you still work out?
Still work out all the time. I'll always work out. It's just part of me.
It's a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, you gotta be.
No, totally.
Gotta be in it each and every day.
No, totally. Okay, now tell me about your business. How do you, who is your target client? Who you look for investors? You look for people that already own land. Like, who do you target?
So I'm a builder in Dallas, Texas. You know, like I said, I focus on building multi-million-dollar homes.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'll find nice neighborhoods where older homes come on the market, or I buy them off market from a wholesaler or something, normally around 25% of the ARV. The ARV is basically what I'm going to sell the home for. So if I can find land around 20 to 25% of that price, then I know I can make a lot of profit. So I find like really good neighborhoods around Dallas. Yeah, I find some land about 20-25% of the ARV. I buy it, I demolish it, I design a nice, beautiful home, build it, sell it, make a bunch of money.
If you could tell somebody that you're starting out, they want to be a developer, they want to get into real estate, what would you tell them? How would you guide them through the first steps?
I would tell them they need to jump in. So there's basically 3 ways to get into it. You know, you could either get a job as a contractor, laying the floors or doing it, doing it that way. You get a job as a builder, like working for a builder, like project management, superintendent type jobs. If you have some experience, they might hire you doing that. Or you can hire the builder to just build it for you. And then there's one other way where you can either hire me to mentor you, one-on-one, or coach you to get into it. So all those other ways are going to take a long time. And if you pay a builder, he's going to take a big chunk of your profits. You could hire me as a mentor and coach, which is a small fee, and I can walk you through the steps A to Z and help you underwrite the land, find the land, buy the land, help you with lending, help you with design, permitting, construction, how to find the contractors, how to vet the contractors, and then, going on to picking your realtor, selling it, and making your 6 to 7 figure deals.
So right now your main focus is coaching, right? Guiding these people that are trying to get into real estate, and you guide them through the steps.
Yep, that's one of my focuses, but I still am a real estate developer.
No, totally.
Yeah, I still build lots of houses.
I guess once you get to a certain point, you feel the need to give back. You feel the need, okay, I went through all these paths, now I need to show it to somebody. And I guess that's what you're going for right now, right?
Yeah, so it kind of grew organically, I didn't start out oh, I need to teach people this. It was because they kept coming to me, constantly. And so, it was back in December, about a year ago, I was like, I want to host a masterclass and kind of teach all these people, because people were DMing me when they see me, I'm McLaren, they'll ask me dude, weren't you in prison 5 years ago? What the fuck? How do you have a Richard Mille on your fucking wrist,
Yeah.
So I knew the demand was there. So I was like, man, let me just host one masterclass and we'll see how it goes. So I said, hey, I think in December, I was like, I'm going to put a masterclass on this January 28th of this year. And I told my girl, I was like, hey, if I sell 10 tickets, it's going to be cool, $1,500 a piece. And I sold 40 tickets like that. So I knew the demand was there. And then I just didn't know it was that big of a demand. So yeah, it was a success, man. Had a great turnout. Everybody loved it. So then I kept doing it. And yeah, it just kind of blossomed into now it's one-on-one teaching and mentoring and helping people really get into real estate development and, change their life. Because I'm super passionate about this, because I was, I'm a 2-time convicted felon. I was lost, I had no direction, no skills, no education, no nothing. And that was one of my biggest fears while I was in prison. I was like, what am I going to do when I get out of this place, man? I do not want to come back, but I know how to sell drugs. I know how to make a lot of money, but I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that because I don't want to be like these fucking idiots that constantly coming back. They're coming back 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's career long criminals.
Yeah.
It's I do not want to fucking do this. So I was really nervous, to get out, because I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, So I was studying all the real estate books and stuff like that, and I was like, I made up my mind, but you're still unsure. You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't know if it's not, But I still knew I could, talk to the plug and get the drugs and do to make money. But I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So luckily, man, everything worked out good, and here I am, now teaching.
Funny enough, I used to sell drugs as well when I was in high school. And, I would say I was pretty lucky to not get into jail or anything like that. I was only selling weed at that point in Florida. It was 2018. Weed was illegal. And I was always that scared, police around, whatever. And, it was definitely a life that I didn't want to live. And it's good money. It's easy money.
It's easy money.
But thank God I realized it right before, and then I got opportunities to, mentors and stuff like that.
Right.
And I actually love that you're mentoring people because you're showing them the path, and they don't teach this in school. They don't teach this in any type of educational system, and in universities, college, whatever it is. They don't teach you the tricks, or they don't even teach you how to create an LLC, something so easy and so boring.
Yeah.
And it's like, how am I going to business, study business in college if you don't even teach me how to get an LLC?
Yeah.
How am I gonna get credit? How am I gonna use the whole resources that the system is giving me?
Yeah.
And so I totally love that. And when you're teaching these people, what are your methods? Like, if you could tell me, how do you approach them? Because, for example, I also have people that they want to learn from me, but I don't want to keep them accountable. How do you keep them accountable of themselves?
Yeah, and that's a big problem with fucking society. They
Yeah.
they don't want to do what they're supposed to do, or at least I tell them what to do. So I have lots of students, and some of the best students are the ones that hey, I need you to go do this, 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 and this, and shit. They'll come up, show up for the next call, and Eric, here it is. I'm like, fuck, you're fucking perfect. You know what I mean? All right, now let's go do this, 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 and this. And so I just walk them through step by step what we need to do, how to do it. And the ones that act and take that action and they're successful. I mean, it's easy. You just got to learn to follow direction.
And you start. There is people that they lacked, and you're starting out. They wait for the perfect moment. There's no such a thing as perfect moment. You just gotta do it.
And I have students, from beginning that have no clue about real estate, zero clue, but they have, $500,000, and they're like, I want to do it. I got to do it. Maybe they come from insurance, or they come from being a car salesman, or whatever it is, right? And so they're looking to take that plunge. So, I mean, I help students from having zero knowledge in real estate development. And I also have students that have been flipping for a long time, or have been wholesaling and have been in the industry for a long time, and now they're just looking to, make that next jump to where the big money's at. And so, yeah, I mean, I help them A to Z through everything, how to look for the land, how to, they could be living next to a fucking piece of land. They don't even know if it's, is it profitable? Is it not? If I look at it, I'll be like, yeah, there's about 800 grand right there. If you know what to do. Yeah. So I teach them. And then, underwriting is, I'll be like, I'll teach you how to underwrite. What is underwriting? What does that mean? We'll run the numbers. Yeah. We're going to run the numbers on it and see if it's profitable. That's basically what underwriting is. So
just to make sure, they don't need any GC license, any real estate license. They don't need anything to start.
So in Texas, GC, so they're going to need a GC. In Texas, super easy. You just fill out an application. Mm-hmm. A lot of places like Florida, California, a little bit different. You have to have 4 years experience and stuff like that. But there's also people called qualifiers.
Okay.
So they'll let you qualify under there. So they'll sign up on your permit, and then they'll let you work under them for a fee. Yeah. So we just got to add it when we create the budget, which I could help all my students create budgets. We'll add in, GC fee in there on a line item. And so it's like that. But yeah, man, any hurdles we face, I help you. We walk through it all. I mean, I know it all, so I can figure it all out also.
What is the best part that you like about developing real estate?
Well, I mean, for sure, the fucking money.
It's a ton of money, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
most definitely is the money.
No, I know. If you could tell me, if you have a crazy story that has happened, maybe in a project or something like that, you have in top of your mind, any story?
I mean, crazy stories. I sold to one of the top running backs in the NFL.
No way.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I sold to another top MLB baseball player. Actually won the World Series. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, man, just developing and meeting the rich and elite people, I think that's cool stories to me.
No, it's transaction. I bet it's a cool story.
Yeah, exactly.
Difference. I totally understand it. And that's why, we, in these houses that we host, we had porn stars. We had all kind of people that are famous, and they're like, you can't do this in these houses, and we have to get them out with police. And we're talking about famous people. It's a whole. Right. There's crazy stories. That's why I was asking. I mean, that experience with high net worth individuals is just something that people need to experience. And I love to, introduce my mentees as well, and whoever I can, get them exposed. That way they can be like, okay, this is real. This is for me, life is like a game, and you can literally hack the game however you want it to, and it all depends on who you surround yourself with. And so, yeah, I mean, your clients probably are like the top tier.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, all of them are multimillionaires that I sell homes to, right? Because I build multi-million-dollar homes. So it's always cool to like interact with the buyers and meet them and stuff like that. Because like, what industry are you in? Usually it's real estate, but yeah, I mean, I've had some tech guys, I've had some pro athletes and all that stuff, with a lot of money. So, but I think those are like the cool interactions within the development space.
So I want you to give me my your opinion on this, right? I think investing in real estate, it's fine. You get a certain percentage in return, but I believe investing in your business is more important because you don't have a cap. You're not gonna like get a 20% return or like 15, whatever it is. You got a limited return, right? What do you think about that?
What kind of business are we talking about?
Your own business. Any business that you have. It could be a restaurant. It could be coaching. It could be anything. For me, it's my priority is investing on my business first before getting any type of asset.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to answer that because I'm invested in all real estate. My entire business is real estate. So I build multi-million-dollar homes. I buy a shitload of rental houses. I have a big rental portfolio, which sucks. I mean, so at this point in my life, it's like I want to deal with like sexy businesses. Like multi-million-dollar homes is kind of sexy to me, right? My affordable homes that I buy, it's like I don't really want to go to the ghetto and even pick up rent money. It's not fun to me. I don't even want to be seen over there. First of all, I probably can't even show up with how I wear, what I wear. So it's like I honestly don't even. And then the profits are like 200,000 to 300,000. There's like Section 8 style homes. Like that shit's trash, man. I see gurus out here pushing that shit. It's like, dude, you're fucking. One condenser goes out, your cash flow is fucked the whole year.
Yeah.
So it's like, how you're making $200 to $300 profit? Like, is that sexy? $200 to $300 a month? Like, how is that sexy? I'm trying to make fucking
quantity. They
$2 million. That's sexy to me. So I'm at the point where I'm like, man, if I want to invest in something and I can't use it, or I don't want to live there, or I don't even want to invest my money into it. So like right now, I'm like, why don't I just buy like a yacht? That's sexy, right? Because I can use it and I can charter it.
Yeah.
And I want to use it. So, or buy a jet. I can charter it and I can use it, right? Well, I'm going to go buy a bunch of bullshit affordable homes that I can't use and I don't even want to show up at. And I'll probably get killed down there showing up anyway for fucking, a watch. So, I don't know. That's kind of where my head's at. But anyway, to answer your question,
go deeper. So
yeah, it's like real estate is my life.
Because I'm younger, right? I'm 22 years old right now. That's why I said I will double down in my business. I will double down on myself, right? Then once you get to a certain point, right, when you get to like start making like 10 mil, 20, 50 mil, you start diversifying into real estate, whatever you want. That's what I.
So you're still in growth mode.
Of course, I mean, until like I'm like 30. I'm a sponge. I want to learn as much as I can, and I spend as much as I can in myself, in mentors, in masterminds, in dinners. I want to get into those rooms. I'm talking about?
Network.
So, yeah.
Your net worth.
Yeah, correct. And so for me, that's everything right now.
I love it. 22. Looks like you're doing good.
Thanks, man. And it's been a hustle,
Yeah.
I guess everybody gets what they deserve.
And the thing is the hustle worth, the squeeze? What's that? How's they say it?
The hustle is worth
What is it?
The struggle.
Is the squeeze worth the juice or something? Yeah. Is the squeeze worth the juice?
No, but totally, because now I value what I have. There is people that they might have a studio, they might have the houses, the clients, whatever it is, but they don't value it because they didn't have to go through a struggle. No, I totally get it.
Yeah. So like I can.
Worth the squeeze.
Is the juice worth the squeeze? That's something you need to think about. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Kind of like what I was saying, the Section 8 shit. No, you got to go through a bunch of bullshit, and then you got to deal with these Section 8 tenants, and then a tree falls on it. It's like, bro, like, you're fucked. You know what I mean? You're not cash flowing that year. So, to me, the juice is not worth the squeeze, right? But if I can teach you how to, I don't know if y'all can see the house, but if I can teach you how to, build this $3 million house, and you profit, $750,000, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yes.
Right? You might have to take a year to build it, but You also just got 750, and that's on one. And I can teach you how to do it right now, very easily. So
give us some value here.
I mean,
Want to learn.
we're on the podcast. What's the name of it?
Value talks.
Value talks, right? I'm here to give it.
All right.
What do you want to
tell them, like, okay, they have a land, right? They have a deal, and what can they do with this land? You said that it needs to be.
Well, first we need to underwrite it to see what we can do. So we don't just build shit off ego and just because we got land, right? We're gonna first. There's a lot more that goes into it. We got to pull the data. We got to look at the data. We're gonna build off of the data. What the numbers are telling us. This is how we're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. We're not fucking doing it because we want to do it. We're not gonna do it because we like to do it. We're gonna do it only if the data tells us to do it.
Okay.
Right. So if we pull the comps, and I got 4 badass comps that sold for $3 million, and they sold in under a week. And they're all Mediterranean style homes. And then I got 5 comps on the same sheet that are transitional modern, and they sold at 90 days. What are we going to build in this lot? What are we going to build?
Is it
a Mediterranean home or a transitional modern home?
Transitional modern home with the comparisons, right?
No, we're going to build the Mediterranean because it sold in less than a week, all 4 of them, right? So we're listening to the data. The data tells us to build this. They tell us to build 5,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 5 bath, and every one of them had a pool. What are we going to build? 5,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 5 bath with a pool, right? I'm not I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm listening to the data. I'm designing it, and I'm going to make my money, and then I'm going to go fucking buy a new set of wheels, right? So that's what I do. I mean,
so look
that's
at the
first step. Yeah.
What is doing good?
First step, look at the market. If you have a potential lot, first we need to pull the data. We need to pull something called a CMA. It's called a comparative market analysis. It's going to give you a overview shot of what has sold in that area in 30-day time frame, whatever time frame you set, right? And that is how we're going to design, and that is going to how we're build, and that's going to how we choose the lots. That's everything.
You guys better taking notes out here.
Y'all taking notes? Get your pens.
They better be.
Get your pens out.
And okay, if you could tell something to your younger self before, you didn't know any, now that you know.
Stop selling drugs. Get into real estate as fast as you can. You're 16. Huh?
Not 16.
Yeah.
No. Get it.
Yeah. Stop selling drugs. Don't even think about that path. Get into real estate as fast as you can and not Section 8.
No, I agree with the real estate part. I mean, you have so many benefits with tax deductions.
Yeah, it's
endless.
Everything.
You can
endless.
You can
and
pull out the equity, like go buy more real estate, go buy whatever you want. Like.
Yeah, and that's what's cool because there's so many levels of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and then you can build skyscrapers and fucking. Next thing you know, you're building like an island that looks like a palm tree and shit. It's just like it's endless. Like it's like what the fuck? Does it ever end?
Yeah, no, totally, I agree. Wow. That's a hell of a game there.
Yeah, let's do it. You ready? You ready to sign up? I got you.
Let's do it. I mean, like I told you before, I mean, one of my mentors, he's been developing for 10 plus years. We have a fund right now. And I mean, I will talk to you about it later.
Yeah.
Because it's a deal that we have. You might like it.
I'm actually in the process of raising my own fund right now.
Well, he's doing a spec homes in land. So he has land here in Keystone. There is, I don't know if there is more land in waterfront here, but that's what it's selling.
Yeah.
Like you said, the market. That's what the market is showing they're selling.
That's why I'm out here.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, most definitely would love to introduce you guys. And,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, who knows?
So I'm raising my own fund, raising a $35 million fund right now to take over. Basically, you would call it the waterfront island of Dallas, Texas. It doesn't have a waterfront. It's not an island, but it is. You know what I mean? It's called Highland Park. It's the most prestigious neighborhood in Dallas. It's the best school districts. Everybody wants to live there. All the fucking rich people, the Dallas Cowboy owners, Mavericks, Mark Cuban, everybody, all the rich people live there, right? So that's where you want to be.
And that's where you are going to develop these.
So I'm raising the fund to take over basically Highland Park, do 10 spec homes, 8 spec homes there.
Oh.
So I already got 2 under contract right now. I'm working on a 3rd one. Hopefully she gets it.
Oh man.
We've been in Miami, but we're going to get back to work when we get back. But yeah, so I'm excited about that.
That sounds like a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
So you're thinking to get spec homes here as well or no?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't just really just do things because I want to do them. I think about it and figure out what markets I want to be
It's
in.
intention.
Yeah, it's intentional why I'm out here, not just out here because I want to be.
I feel you.
I'm out here. I follow the money, you know.
Yeah, totally. If you could, tell people where they can find you, maybe your YouTube, your Instagram, whatever your socials.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty easy. Eric Epic 23 on Instagram and Eric Epic 23 on YouTube.
Hey man, that's easy.
Yeah.
There is a lot of gurus actually like this
Exactly.
preaching about it. And it's like
It's right here.
and it's not like it's not a sexy business. And it sucks. The profit sucks. The business sucks. Like
Millionaires.
Yeah, it's a long game for sure.
no, for real. So
Trust me, I own a shitload of them.
so you think I can become a millionaire by owning Section 8?
Not quickly.
No. Hang on. Are we on the thing?
Yeah.
He's about to.
No, we can continue. The editor will they will figure it out.
Okay.
So, do you think I can become a millionaire by owning Section 8 properties or a portfolio? Or...
No, you're going to end up bald because you're going to pull all your hair out because you're going to get so frustrated. No, Section 8, like I said, $200 to $300 profit max a month. And if anything happens that year, condenser goes out, water heater busts, tree falls on the thing, a tenant that doesn't feel like paying for 2 months, you're fucking no cash flow that entire year. And that's pretty common. Tenants don't pay, trees fall, condensers go out pretty often. If they don't change their air filter, which they're not going to change their air filter. So they're going to fuck up the furnace, the condenser, all kinds of shit. The whole system's going to be fucked. So yeah, you're going to pull your hair out and you might as well not even do it. And I see a bunch of gurus trying to pitch this. And I'm like, dude, were you not just fucking doing Amazon? Like you literally made all your money. You sold this company for 9 figures, or you're doing this fucking Amazon FBA and you got rich through this. And now you're pitching Section 8, this bullshit affordable housing, unsexy business. Like, what is going on?
Listen, I think where they're making the money is in coaching, not really on the Section 8.
It's got to be because it's not Section 8. That's for damn sure. Me, I'm real estate development. Through and through, you're going to see me only doing real estate development. I'll be in Miami building waterfront property, making millions of dollars. I'll be in Dallas, Texas, building Highland Park, multi-million-dollar homes, making millions of dollars. Nothing's going to change. I'm going to continue to do this. The only thing that's going to change is the homes are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until I'm building skyscrapers. That's the only thing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm rooted. Real estate development.
What is the difference between building in Dallas and building in Miami?
That's a good question. Miami land prices are a lot higher out here. Permitting takes a little bit longer. Designing, it's more of commercial design in Dallas. But out here, residential is commercial. You need fucking everything. All your M&Ps, all your structural, all your civils. You need the entire plan. It's 100-something pages that you have turned in for your permit. In Dallas, it's pretty easy to get permits, Not to mention, all the structure out here is made with, block wall, concrete, rebar, stuff like that. In Dallas, it's all fucking wood stick frame. So it's really easy. But they have hurricanes out here, So the codes are a little bit different. They're a little bit tougher. So that increases your price per square foot to build out here probably by an extra $200, per square foot out here. Versus in Dallas, I can build, multi-million-dollar homes for $200 to $300 price per square foot. Here, it's going to take me $300 to $500, maybe even $600, depending on, where we're at. But the fucking profits out here is because the homes sell for so much. They're selling for almost $1,500 to $2,000 price per square foot. There, the prestigious areas are selling for $700 to $1,200 price per square foot. So it's kind of in lockstep. I mean, you're going to make the same amount of profits both places. It might take you a little bit more money to get into the deals here because the land prices are so high and the loans from the construction lenders are more. So it's required more down payment than in Texas. You can get into the deals for a little bit less down payment because the max loans are lower, right?
But here is a bigger opportunity.
Yeah, the demand is strong out here. You got where do all the people come from overseas and shit? I mean,
well, they come from all over around the world.
Yeah, South America.
Yeah. And a lot of people from New York, a lot of people from LA, they're moving here. Yeah. And that's why it's getting so crowded. I mean, you experience the traffic.
Yeah, I was 20 minutes late for the podcast because of fucking traffic. And we got Art Basel.
Oh, man.
I don't even know what it is, but shit, there's traffic everywhere. Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah, most definitely. If you were moving to Miami, I mean, I don't know where to, like,
Yeah.
for Lodo.
I'm trying to figure out where. I'm just going to move right next to the gym.
I actually have one property in Pompano Beach. It's 7 mil. My friend, he developed the property. And yeah, I mean, I can show you all the stuff that we have.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
It's a hell of a market here, huh?
Yeah.
So intentionally, you came here to like seek for more real estate.
Yeah, I mean, I love the weather out
Do
here.
you ever stop looking at real estate?
No, I don't stop. Would you stop if you're
No.
making $1 million on a deal
No.
plus 7 figures? Like,
Not at all.
it's too easy. You might as well just keep looking for it.
And it's funny because everybody needs real estate.
Yeah.
Anybody needs a place to stay.
Everybody.
So it's a business where like the demand is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
And then, you know, with the demand, you could even find the smaller pockets with even more demand. That's where you really want to be.
Tell me more about that.
You know, like I was saying, in Dallas, it's Highland Park. You know, here it could be like the Venetian Islands or, you know, Star Island or, you know, Palm Beach or, you know, the little pockets that are just like crazy money that, you know.
The prime location.
Yes, prime locations. So
Would you say that dictates the value of?
like you can make money in all the demand, but if you get them in the prime locations, that's where you're going to make the most money and the fastest.
That's the home run.
Yeah, that's the grand slam.
Yeah, tell me a little story of what happened in Fort Lauderdale. What is it?
Yeah, so like I was saying, the developer, man, got a prime location, prime piece of fucking dirt. It was actually double lots. He built a $50 million house on it.
Okay.
Fucking badass house.
Sorry. You were saying about the developer in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a big-ass developer in Fort Lauderdale, prime location, double lots. And like I was saying, that's where you're going to make the most profits. He built a $50 million house. And it wasn't even on the market for like 2 months and it's sold already. That dude probably made $15 to $20 million on that home.
So he sold pre-construction.
No, he put it on the market. Yeah. It was badass.
And was that a student of yours?
No, he's
a big developer?
He's a big developer, yeah.
Oh, wow. And so you have a mastermind coming, right?
Yep.
When is it?
I got a mastermind. When's the date? Yeah, but in Dallas, though. I got a mastermind in Dallas, Texas, January 25th. But I'm also going to be hosting a mastermind in Miami on a yacht for only 10 select individuals. So, you know, pay attention to my Instagram, Eric Epic 23. I'll be putting it on my story. So only 10 people are going to be able to get into that one, but it should be around the end of January as well. So.
And so what are they going to learn there?
So we'll learn development A to Z, like how I went from, you know, doing one little flip to making $50,000 to making millions of dollars per flip. So I'll teach everything. If you're a beginner or if you're already in the industry for a while, doesn't matter. I'll be able to talk to you. I'll teach you. I'll answer all the questions that you have. And yeah, I'll just provide as much value that I can. All my masterminds are full of value. Everybody leaves extremely happy. So
if you're trying to get into real estate, you can't miss this out.
yeah. I actually have a student here in Miami that just closed on his land on Tuesday. So last week. So pretty exciting. We found him a lot. It was around $800,000. He was gonna pay cash for it. And I was like, dude, no, we're not paying fucking cash for it. Like, I'm going to get you, OPM, other people's money, OPM. I was like, I'll get you the lending, like, just chill. So I ended up getting him the lending, and he had to bring like 400 to the table. So I told him, shit, let's do another deal. So now we're working on trying to find another piece of dirt.
And how do you do that, the OPM? Do you use like private lenders or you use the banks or what?
Yeah, it's construction lending, asset lenders, basically hard money lenders. Yeah.
Got it.
And he had no experience, nothing.
This is first deal.
And the land's 800. We're gonna end up selling that thing for like almost 3 million, high twos, 2.8 million. So he should walk away with right under a 7-figure profit.
All thanks to your guidance, though.
Yep.
Like you said, it's a small fee that I have to pay to make all these big profits.
Yeah. And my fee is like fucking nothing.
Probably like 10,000.
Yeah, compared to like, and he's about to make $1 million. Like, dude, it's a no-brainer, man. People are just fucking.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so. They just gotta see the value, you know.
Yeah, the value's there. I don't see how they don't see it.
Yeah, yes, sir. That was lit.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.